The council declared the creature a planetary threat. The human called it a good boy. The emergency session of the Galactic Council had been called at 300 Standard Time, which meant whatever had prompted it was either catastrophically urgent or catastrophically stupid. Ambassador Krixtal of the Zenthari Collective suspected it was both. The creature measures approximately 40 meters in length, announced Counselor Vexrun, his scaled hands trembling as he manipulated the holographic display. It possesses acidic saliva capable of dissolving tritanium hull plating, electromagnetic pulse generation that can disable entire starship systems, and what our xenobiologists describe as an inexplicable tendency toward mass destruction. The assembled representatives from 12 different species murmured in their various languages, clicks, whistles, harmonic resonances, and in the case of the gaseous Etherians, color shifts that roughly translated to "Oh void, take us all." Where was this monstrosity discovered? Demanded Counselor Thexara, her forearms gesticulating wildly. That's the problem, Vexrun admitted, his throat sac deflating. It wasn't discovered. It was adopted. The chamber fell silent except for the ambient hum of life support systems. Adopted? Krixtal's translator struggled with the concept. By whom? A human. If the chamber had been quiet before, it now achieved a vacuum-like quality of absolute silence. Even the Etherians stopped shifting colors. The human, Vexrun continued, consulting his data pad with the air of someone reading his own death sentence, has designated the creature as Buster and claims it is, quote, just a big puppy who needs love. Counselor Zephyrian of the Crystal, Imperium, whose people communicated through harmonic frequencies, produced a sound that roughly translated to the screaming of a stellar wind through a dying system. The human world ship Wanderlust picked up this creature from the quarantine zone around Kepler 442b. The planet had to be evacuated after this thing emerged from the oceanic depths and began what we classified as aggressive territorial behavior. Define. Aggressive territorial behavior, Krixtal requested, though she was beginning to suspect she didn't want to know. It ate 3 research stations, 2 orbital platforms, and what the humans would call half a continent. The Etherian representative shifted to a deep purple that indicated either profound wisdom or complete mental breakdown. And the human adopted this creature? According to ship logs, Vexrun said, Captain Sarah Chen observed the creature exhibiting what she termed playful behavior when it was dismantling the abandoned research stations. Her exact words were, "Look at him go. He's just having fun. Who's a good cosmic horror? You are. Yes, you are." Counselor Thexara made a sound like grinding machinery. The research stations contained 17 different types of weapons designed specifically to neutralize planetary threats. The creature now uses them as chew toys, Vexrun reported miserably. The emergency session had been called because the Wanderlust was currently en route to the Centauri trade hub, with an estimated arrival time of 6 standard hours. The trade hub housed 2.3 million beings from 47 different species and was generally considered one of the safest places in the galaxy. "We must intercept them," declared Zephyrian, her crystalline form resonating with martial harmonics. "Deploy the fleet, destroy the creature before it reaches civilian populations." "We tried that," admitted Vexrun. The human refused to allow any hostile action against what she calls her baby. She has classified any attack on the creature as an attack on human territory and threatened to invoke Article 847 of the Terran Galactic Accord. Krixtal felt her scales shift to a sickly yellow color. Article 847 was the mutual defense clause that had been instituted after humans had somehow managed to defeat a Void Reaper invasion using nothing but salvaged mining equipment and what their military called aggressive problem-solving. No. One wanted to invoke Article 847. "There has to be a solution," Thexara insisted. "Surely the human can be reasoned with." "We opened communications an hour ago," Vexrun said. The human was teaching the creature to sit, using a decommissioned battlecruiser as a training prop. When we explained the danger the creature posed, she replied that Buster was just misunderstood and needed positive reinforcement, not negative. Attention from cosmic buzzkills. The council chamber erupted in chaos. 17 different species began arguing simultaneously in a cacophony of biological and technological communication methods. Order! Crixtal's voice cut through the din. As the eldest member of the council, her word carried significant weight. What is the creature's current behavior aboard the human vessel? Vexrun consulted his pad again. According to our surveillance, drones, it appears to be sleeping in what the humans have designated as a really big dog bed constructed from cargo containers. Captain Chen can be observed petting it. Petting. A 40-meter cosmic horror. The creature appears to enjoy it. It's making a sound our audio analysts describe as cosmic purring, though it's causing minor tectonic shifts in nearby asteroid fields. Counselor Zephyrian's crystalline form flickered. This is madness. The creature destroyed an entire planetary ecosystem. According to Captain Chen's logs, Vexrun said, the planet was kind of a mess anyway, and Buster was just doing some landscaping. She's convinced the creature was trying to improve the local environment by removing what she calls ugly industrial stuff. The truth was beginning to dawn on Crixtal like a particularly unwelcome sunrise. The human has bonded with this creature. It gets worse, Vexrun continued. She started a social media account documenting their adventures together. The hashtag #SaturnBusterTheGoodBoy has gone viral across human space. There are already 3 different merchandising deals, and someone has optioned the story for a holographic entertainment series. Thexara made a sound like hydraulics failing. The humans are monetizing this? Captain Chen's most recent post shows the creature successfully learning to shake hands using a robotic appendage she constructed. The caption reads, Day 3 with my cosmic baby. He's such a fast learner. Next we're going to work on rollover, but we might need a bigger training space, maybe a solar system? Proud Mom, Buster, the good boy, Cosmic Puppy. The council chamber fell silent again as the implications sank in. The Wanderlust is requesting permission to dock at the Centauri Trade Hub, Vexrun announced quietly. Captain Chen wants to show Buster all the new friends he can make. Crixtal looked around the chamber at her fellow council members. Each face, regardless of species, wore the same expression of resigned horror. Grant the permission, she said finally. Are you insane? Zephyrian demanded. No, Crixtal replied, her scales shifting to the deep blue of profound wisdom or complete surrender. I'm being practical. If we've learned anything about humans in the past century, it's this. When they decide something is their pet, the universe adapts accordingly. She gestured to the holographic display showing the massive creature contentedly sleeping in its improvised bed, while the human scratched behind what might charitably be called its ear. Besides, she added, look at them. If that's not friendship, I don't know what is. The council voted to authorize the docking request. 3 months later, Buster the Good Boy would be featured on the cover of Galactic Geographic magazine's Unlikely Animal Friendships issue, and Captain Chen would open the first interspecies Cosmic Pet Training Academy. The universe, as it often did when humans were involved, simply shrugged and moved on.